My flight to Baton Rouge left at 7:12, and that's my birthday, 7:12. And so I thought, oh, this is a good sign. And I checked into the Alumni Hotel, and my room and pretty much everything in the hotel was purple. And so I thought, well, that's a good sign. Through all the years of Purple Songs, there have been so many just incredibly beautiful coincidences and synchronicities that have happened. This was one that probably felt the strongest of any that had happened before, and so I knew that I just needed to pay attention and it would become clear what it was going to be. At midnight, my phone rang in my room. On the other end of the line, I heard, "Miss Anita? Is that you?" I said, "Who's this?" And she said, "Christian Spear."
Certain, illnesses and negative things that we go through in life, they don't discriminate. It doesn't, pick certain people. It just so happened to choose me. It chose a 4-year-old little girl who had no idea probably what even a cold was at the time. From being 4 years old, going through treatment until 8 years old, and now being 22 years old. I can say that I lived my life in a way that I can be proud of. My name is Christian Spear, and I'm a 16-year cancer survivor and the very first songwriting fellow at Purple Songs Can Fly.
She asked me if she could come to the talk.
I'm a huge fan of TED Talks.
And so she came to the talk.
Christian wrote a Purple song with me about 2.5 years ago. I didn't know that she'd come to LSU. I didn't know that she worked in the hotel where I would be staying, but she does.
So for me to get the opportunity to not just see a TED Talk, and to not just see a TED Talk on my campus at LSU, but to see Miss Anita doing the TED Talk, somebody that I look up to and admire so much, it was unbelievable.
Christian is a long-term childhood cancer survivor, and I would like to do this talk for all the children like Christian who are survivors and those children who I work with every day who are battling cancer.
For her to dedicate her talk to, not just all the other kids who are experiencing childhood cancer and other illnesses, but to dedicate it to me too, and for my journey and the things that I went through. It was an unbelievable feeling. I felt just so inspired and driven and just happy, and it was an unbelievable feeling.
In 2006, I created a recording studio in the Cancer Center at Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, where we work with the children to write and record their own songs. The children are given a CD recording of their original song that they can then share with family and friends. It's called Purple Songs Can Fly. And over the last 7 years, I've had the incredible honor of listening to hundreds of children's stories, imaginings, thoughts, feelings, hopes, wishes, fears, and faith, and help them to find their own song inside.
When I saw Christian at LSU, and it seemed so magical the way that we reconnected. A random person came to the counter where she worked, and it was midnight, and she had no idea I was there, and I had no idea she was there, and that we were brought together in this way that was so beautiful. I felt like if I didn't pay attention, that it would be ridiculous. That it was a clear sign to me that Christian was going to be somehow involved with what I was trying to do with Purple Song. I didn't know exactly what that was going to be.
I said a prayer, And I just asked God to show me wherever He needed me to go next. Wherever He wanted me to go, I would go. Whoever He needed me to be, that's the person that I would be.
Several months later, one of our donors had an idea to create a fellowship for someone coming out of college or someone who's college age who would take a year and spend the whole year working with children in the Cancer Center. When we began to talk about this, the first person that I thought of was Christian, that wouldn't that just be incredible to have a cancer survivor herself come for a year to work with these children, and how would that not only help the children, but how would it change her life? And how would it help her to understand her place in this world?
Some people completely lose hope before they see the light at the end of the tunnel. I can tell my story and share my journey with other people who are going through not just what I went through in life, but anything in life, to inspire them and let them know that they should just be happy no matter what and live their life in a way that reaches out to help others.
GarageBand had just come out with a new version that we needed to learn, and so I thought it would be a good way to learn it to just write a little jingle.
So the beginning lyric was, "When the sun hit my face, I knew today would be different than any other day." That was how we started. Soon after finishing the lyrics and the song is basically finished, we had this idea to completely strip the song of the pop beat that we have for it already, and just sit down at the piano and just have a very authentic piano vocal song.
I've been able to see how the simple act of capturing a child's voice and song in a recording can become a treasured and precious gift for a family during their time of loss.